Pins. Pins? Staples?
Sure, I could get a...
Staple removers? Those are the best. You got any tape?
Yeah, I can...
Tape dispensers?
Dude,
give me everything. Give it to me.
I got all of that stuff.
I want it so bad. Yeah.
Here it is right here. Some tape?
Yeah.
Here's a marker. It's scented.
Can't get enough of this. It's like spaghetti.
Yeah.
A little nasty there.
How was that, Rhett?
That was fun. Tape in the mouth.
Is that what you're gonna be for Halloween this year?
Tape mouth.
Tape eater.
No, maybe I'll be
eater.
the opposite. I'll put a tape dispenser in my mouth and be like
You
a
could
magician.
Or you could cover your body in tape and make a long tail, and you could be a tapeworm.
Oh, I do know what I'm gonna be for Halloween.
Oh, don't tell him.
I'm not telling. It's gonna be a surprise. Okay, let's talk about whether or not you should or should not decorate your home/apartment. Your home could be an apartment where you live for Halloween, and I'm specifically talking about yard decoration. So I guess that wouldn't be an apartment. You know, you can do whatever you want to.
Somebody will probably.
But that's not specifically what I want to address.
In apartments?
I want to address the people who really go for it in the front yard.
There are people who.
It's not about them, it's about everybody else, the neighbors.
There are people who are so obsessed. They're as obsessed about Halloween as you were about office supplies. That it's their favorite holiday of the year. And so it's a given that they're gonna decorate everything. Yeah. I don't really get it's my favorite holiday of the year. I mean, it's fun. I've always been averse to it because there's a pressure to have a good costume. And like I've always underachieved, and I've always felt like a failure when it comes to Halloween. Mm-hmm. And I think that that's had an effect on me, that I haven't celebrated. Jen, you love Halloween, right? It's
Heck
like,
yeah.
Haven't you said that it's your favorite Halloween?
Yeah.
I mean, it's your favorite holiday?
Your favorite Halloween?
Halloween is my favorite Halloween.
Halloween is the best Halloween.
Yes.
Favorite holiday.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Okay.
And do you decorate your house?
Go.
Well, I don't have a house, but my mom usually sends me decorations when I have lived away from home, and I decorate. But
because it's your favorite holiday, it's a given that you were going to decorate.
yeah, carve pumpkins.
But I have a theory as to why it's some people's favorite holiday. And I think I get it. I don't necessarily agree, but I get it. It's the only holiday where adults dress up in costume, right? I mean, you don't do that at Christmas or Thanksgiving.
Unless you're Santa.
You could dress up like Santa. So it's an adult dress up time. It's an everybody dress up time.
Okay.
It's a little subversive, right? So the origins of Halloween are a little more subversive. So if you're into something like where there might be some sort of like another connotation to other holidays that people aren't comfortable with, but they're like, "Ooh, I like the subversive holiday."
Pagan.
So, yeah, so I kind of understand that. And people who are kind of into like sort of spooky, dark things as opposed to super festive and warm things.
It's kind of an anti-holiday.
Yeah, if that's your personality, if that's the kind of thing you're into, I get it, you know?
Do you support his theory?
No, I love all holidays.
She loves all holidays. So
but not equally.
She's an exception.
I mean, this one just feels different.
Because there's a darkness.
Yeah, it just
in
has
you.
A creepiness to it.
Yeah, a creepiness. You see, if you're into that, then this is definitely your only opportunity to exhibit that. If you want to do creepy Christmas, then you're gonna be.
Who are you, Tim Burton?
You know what I mean? You know. But specifically, the people who've made the decision to invest a lot of time and a lot of money into their yards. That's a phenomenon that I think is a lot more common in California than it is in North Carolina. Again, I think in North Carolina, it's in the Bible Belt. People they don't know what to think about Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
So, but out here, people, I mean, 3 houses down from me, the dude James, the first year
James.
we moved here. And we moved into our house in September, so the very next month was Halloween. And like halfway through October, no, like the beginning of October, I'm like, see like a gravestone in his front yard. I'm like, what? Did he kill somebody? No, it was fake. It was plastic. It was a Halloween decoration. And slowly over that month, I got to know him and talk to him, and he's got things that move around and a light
what?
show, and he's got things that...
Animatronic?
And then he's got things like when you go up to his house on Halloween, he's got a remote control car that has like a spider on top of it, so it looks like a spider's coming after the kids and stuff, and he's like in the back like doing it. And then his mom and dad come
Some
and
kid gonna
sit
stomp that car.
on the porch, and they give away full-size candy bars.
Oh yeah.
Full-size candy bars. Even king size? I don't know about that, but they give like a full-size Snickers. They're not, what? What happened?
You didn't say king size?
You just meant like a regular Snickers.
I meant a regular.
Yeah, like a
Like,
full
you're
size.
Really excited about baby full-size Snickers.
full size.
Not a fun size, but a full
Not
size.
fun.
Not a
Most
king
people
size.
give away fun
We
size.
had people giving like
Well, that's
King
crazy.
size, that's ridiculous.
That's over the top.
That's
Anyway.
just distasteful.
I have an opinion about this mentality, and it is I like the fact that it exists with others. In other words, I look forward to benefiting from James' front yard and Halloween experience.
But you don't want to be James.
But I don't want to be James.
Or
and
compete
I
with
don't
James.
The first time he met me, he says, "Oh, we got a real big celebration that we do on Halloween. We do the yard up, and I put signs up, and sure enough, on Halloween there were signs from like blocks out that directed you to his experience.
Oh wow.
And then you go to it, and I'm kind of like, I'm glad that you did this. Don't quite understand why you did, and it's not as cool as you think it is." That was what I was thinking.
What did he say when you said that?
I didn't tell him that.
Good.
I don't think he watches A Good Mythical Morning. But I was like, it's pretty cool, but it doesn't seem like it was worth the effort. But you know what? I'm glad you did it because I'm benefiting from it. So keep doing it. In fact, I've grown so accustomed to it that my wife this year saw him out there, and we noticed because it's getting on. It's past mid-October, and we haven't.
He hasn't done it?
We haven't seen anything in the front yard. And Jessie saw him the other day. She was like, "James, so you gonna do the Halloween thing again?" He was like, yeah, I guess I better get on that." He was like he had a stroke or something. What do you mean? You started 6 weeks early last year? I need to talk to him. I gotta go have a little session with him.
Or you could be like the one house in my neighborhood that leaves theirs up all year round. They have a black wrought iron fence, and the top of the fence, instead of having like a pointy thing, has black skulls, and then they leave those up year round. I think there's just a witch home. Like literally, I think they might be Wiccan or something because they have like black skull wrought iron fence, and then some other Halloween decorations like permanent pumpkins.
Permanent pumpkins?
Wow. I mean, to each his own out there, but I walked past that house a little faster than the other ones when going to the park. Except for trick or treat, and I walk right up to the door and I say trick or treat.
Do they give what kind of bars they give?
King size. No, I can't remember. Cat entrails, black cat entrails, Twizzlers.
What do you think about? You know what? This is the last thing. What do you think about people who don't participate and give out candy on Halloween? Because I would assume that you've fallen into that category a few years. I'll admit that I have fallen.
No. If you're gonna trick or treat, you gotta. If you're gonna take, you gotta give.
Oh, that's your philosophy? You always give if you take?
Wait. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna go out and take people's candy and not participate. I live in a cul-de-sac though, so not a lot of people venture down that little part. But we're out. So there's no one at my house, but we put out a thing of candy and we put out a note that might as well not have anything written on it, which says, "Please take one."
You do? Oh, you're one. Well, I take advantage of those houses.
Yeah.
As a child. That's what the knapsack was for.
Oh, yeah. Like, we'll leave, put out the sign, go a few houses down, and then I'll be like, oh, I forgot something. I go back, and all the candy's gone.
Yeah, I always interpret...
No one's even trick-or-treated in my neighborhood yet. It's just like, just by virtue of putting the sign there, like the Halloween ghouls say, well, I'm going to teach you a lesson. It's gone. All of it's gone.
I've always interpreted that sign as take one at a time.
Please take one, and then another, and then another, and then another one.
Not one.
Another one.
If you said, please take one per person.
Only.
Only.
In perpetuity.
Ever. In perpetuity. Hey, do that this year and see what happens.